Titan Zed here. As you can probably guess, you're not seeing my usual bearded mug. Well, today I'm reviewing something that's really small. So I can't really use the normal camera lens I would normally use because it just cannot focus on these little guys. These are the Tenkai Knights. In point of fact, they're the four heroes of the Tenkai Knights, the four main characters, Valar, Leitendor, Tributant, and the one in pieces down here is Bravenwolf. Now, let me show you. This, come on. This is why I don't like doing it this way. Autofocus. This is what they look like, all folded up. They transform into your standard Lego brick. 4 long, 2 wide. I think that's how it goes. I have no clue. I'm not a Lego junkie. Brick. Your standard brick. Transform them, flip out the legs, bring them down, bring out the arms, bring over the shoulders, and flip down the chest. And that's pretty much it. It has about as much motion in the legs. It has about as much motion as your average Creon, maybe a little bit more because it can get its legs out a little bit farther. But it doesn't have quite as much as, say, of a Mega Bloks minifig, because it has no elbows and no knees, literally. But this is basically the base. This is the base body they use, and with him, you add pieces. Now the cape is something kind of cool. There's a double-sided peg on this and on the shield, so it can connect to, I guess, connections to one area. I don't know what the terminology is. Again, I'm not a giant Lego nut, but see if I can do this. I'm out of my element. I am so out of my element. If you guys like this, let me know. I might switch it up so I can do smaller figures. And you add his helmet. That's his basics form. Like I was saying before, that bit where the handle meets the shield, that's like a double-sided bit. I really like that piece. I can think of a lot of Lego creators who'd probably love to have bits like that for building certain things. Now, I've watched a couple of the episodes of the anime, and the anime is okay. It's your usual Saturday morning cartoon anime. Funny thing, though, is that Cartoon Network made this themselves, kind of like contracted a company from Japan to make the anime, so it looks authentic, but it has no Japanese dub. There is only an English dub for this series. There is no plans to air it in Japan as we know it. How messed up is that Cartoon Network is now making its own animes? But yes, this is Bravenwolf in his full form. One of the problems I've had is the hands seem to have a trouble gripping anything if you try to move it. Also, a lot of these shields are freaking huge. I think they're a little too heavy sometimes. But yeah, these figures aren't so bad if you want little desk figures for your office space or workspace. But these are pretty cool. I've picked up the main 4, plus some of the bad guys, a couple of the Korodite warriors, and I've got the Warhorse with the evil-looking Bravenwolf, which looks just completely awesome. They all work the same, except each have each is supposed to have a different weapon and shield, except Tributant and Valor, I think I'm saying that right, I hope I'm saying that right, have the same type of shield. So with Tributant, I take the Korodite shield here and give it to him, because it matches up the animation model a little better, and that's something else I need to talk about. The animation on the show does not match the toys. When they fully transform, like Bravenwolf's shoulders are red, and the chest bits on all of them are a little more pronounced. They stick out a little more. They're a little more 3D. They don't look like a flat chest with printed bits on them. And the only other problems I've had are with Tributant, and his bow's just a little too big. I'd say on the next production run, they probably just need to shrink the bow down just a little bit more. And with Valor, my problem probably stemmed more from a bad production run. His helmet wouldn't stick on, so I literally had to super glue it down. I mean, it was so bad that you couldn't even just forcefully press it down enough to get it to stay down. It would not stay down. So I literally had to glue it on. So from now on, when I take the helmet off, the whole head comes off. Until I can get another Valor and attempt to see if it's a problem with the mold, or a problem with the helmet mold, or if I just got unlucky and picked up one that didn't work. Other than that, I think they all look pretty cool. Looking at them, it's definitely obvious that these things have a lot of different anime mecha influenced on them. Like with Bravenwolf, one look at that and it looks like it's meant to be a Gundam. In fact, it reminds me of a Gundam from the SD Gundam series. But yeah, these are all pretty cool looking guys. Like I said, I've got a couple of the bad guys, and I'm probably going to review them a little bit later. But my voice is starting to go as it is. I'm kind of straining it, doing it this way. Straining my voice right now. But yeah, these aren't half bad. Right now, they're exclusively being sold at Toys R Us. No other retailer has them. As far as I know, at least in the US area. I don't know about Canada or Europe or anywhere else. But as it stands, I think these are just really awesome sets. I think it's a cool little idea. I love them. If you can find them, I'd recommend picking up, maybe just like pick up one or two of the single packs. And if you like them, go ahead and get like 3 packs and maybe even the Titans. I'll probably review the Titans sometime in the future. But until next time, this is Titan Zed saying I'll see ya when I see ya.